Hey everybody, just want to make a quick video tonight. I got some downtime. I delivered this morning in South Carolina, and I'm picking up just across the state line in North Carolina, and had to go get the trailer inspected. Landstar is a little bit different than most companies. Most companies, you only need a DOT inspection every 365 days, once a year. But Landstar, they take it a step further. You have to have one every 120 days. So you're basically doing one 3 times a year. And this helps out too, because a lot can happen in a year, you know. So this way they catch it quicker, and less likely you'll have an issue if you get pulled over for a DOT inspection by law enforcement. And that helps them a lot. It helps them maintain that high standard in the industry. So a little bit of inconvenience. It took about 3 or 4 hours to get it done, but I didn't mind doing it. I like doing my part to help out when I can. I'm picking up in the morning in just across the state line over here near Shelby, North Carolina, going up to just a couple miles south of Cincinnati, just inside of Kentucky, a little town called Hebron, Kentucky. And once I leave there tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to drive on up to Indianapolis, and I'll pick up there Wednesday morning. I don't know how many people are familiar with the weather that's going on right now up in the Midwest. I got some friends that live up near Indianapolis, and I'm pretty sure they're aware of it. But it's supposed to be a high of -1 and a low of -7. So, and that's Fahrenheit degrees, whatever you want to call it. So, I got to get prepared. You can't go into a situation like that unprepared. You have to take steps to make sure you can get in and get out, not get broke down and have other issues. And it's just little simple things that you can do that will make the difference in you actually being able to go in, get your load, and get out of there, versus going in, breaking down, being stuck there for a day. So I'm going to show you a couple quick things that I'm going to do. Stopped off today when I got fuel, and went into the truck stop and bought a big jug of Lucas anti-gel cold weather diesel treatment. I'll pour half of this in each one of my fuel tanks. And this will treat up to 300 gallons of diesel fuel, and I'll have roughly around 250 gallons in my truck at the time. And this will help keep it from freezing. Believe it or not, diesel fuel will freeze. So this will help me keep my diesel from freezing and help me keep going. Also, your windshield wiper fluid will freeze. I have a jug of the antifreeze type windshield wiper fluid. I'll put some of that in tomorrow as well. It's in my side box, so I don't have it up here with me right now. Another thing, when we use, I don't know how many people are familiar with how our brakes, the braking systems on these trucks work. They run off of air pressure, and so we have a compressor that builds up air, and we have air tanks. And air tanks are notorious for gathering water in the tank. So you want to make sure you drain all the water out of your tanks every day. There's a little line you pull down, and it has a release valve, and it blows air out. When it blows air out, the water is at the bottom where the valve is, so it automatically blows the water out with it. Then the air is pushed from the truck to the lines that go into the trailer. Well, water can get in those lines as well. So you'll want to figure out a way to keep the water from getting in your lines, and if it does get in your lines, you'll want to be able to, hopefully it won't freeze, because if it freezes, you're not going to get air to your brakes, and that doesn't mean you won't be able to not stop. It means you won't be able to go, because the way the system works is air actually pushes the brakes apart, so it releases from your wheel. So you have to have constant air pressure going back there, otherwise the wheels will lock down. At the same time, there's air pressure going back there to apply the brakes. So it's kind of a crazy system. If you don't understand how it works, it's so hard to explain. But anyway, my uncle, very wise old trucker, he taught me a little secret how to keep water out of your airlines. If you do get water in your airlines, how to treat it. And so whenever you're going into a freezing cold situation like that, take you a bottle of common household rubbing alcohol, and you pour this into where the lines couple from the truck to the trailer. You unhook that and you pour the rubbing alcohol into the lines, and then when you reconnect the lines, it'll blow it through. And when it blows that alcohol all the way out through the lines, from one end to the other, it's gonna more or less evaporate the water, and that'll keep your lines from getting froze up, and you'll have air pressure, and you'll be able to actually drive. Me and my uncle, we actually team drove together for a short period of time, and I'll never forget one night we were coming out of North California, going into Nevada. We went up over Reno, and when you're coming out of North California like that, coming across there, the snow was so high there was no way you could see the road. They have markers, and you follow the markers, and we got to one point where we had to stop and chain up, put chains on the wheels. I thought we were going to die before we got them chains on that wheels. Oh, it was so cold, and the snow is wet, right? Snow is wet, so our hands were freezing. We'd get one chain on, two chains on, we'd jump back in the truck, warm up our hands, jump back out, try to put the rest of them on so we could keep going, And that was to get across North California. And then once we got in Nevada and around Reno, it was still cold, icy, but the snow had dissipated, so we had to take the chains off. And but it was that was a mess. My uncle, his name is Wesley. He's if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be doing this right now, because he taught me so much about truck driving, and so I owe him a lot. And I appreciate everything he taught me. And that was one of the tricks. Pour rubbing alcohol in your airlines, and so you'll have air consistently when you get in freezing weather like that. Because when you're in a negative like that, it's the least little bit of water is going to freeze automatically. It's just crazy. If you don't have that in your windshield wiper, and you try to use your windshield wipers, those will be froze up too. And I don't have one, but I wish I had a cover to go over the front of my truck where the wind blows in and cools the engine. It'd be nice if I had a cover to go over that, just so wind can't blow in and the engine can stay good and hot. But the whole time I'm there, getting in, getting out, everything, I'll never switch the truck off unless I'm forced to. I mean, leave the truck running, try to keep the motor hot, keep it running, and hopefully we won't have too big of an issue. I have seen it so cold that the actual wow, I'm sorry, I got distracted. You can't see it, but behind me, behind the where the camera is a 40-inch flat screen TV. So I just saw a news alert pop up about 5 police officers in Houston. I don't know if they were killed, it just said struck, so I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'll probably wait till I get up to Kentucky to do all of this, just to maximize before I get into the freezing weather. I'll definitely put all the additives in and everything I'll need to ensure in and out, But even with all that, you're going to have a lot of icy roads and stuff like that, so it's going to be real treacherous getting in and getting out. You just have to take it slow and easy. Don't use your cruise control. Try not to brake too much. Don't change lanes too much. Don't, just try to ease across. It's kind of like you're hovering and just get across it. But I've done it before. I mean, I've driven in Kentucky up there where it's been snow and ice. One time I was trying to get out of a parking lot, and it was a little bit of an incline, and it was snow and ice, and I back up, I get a running start and try to go up, but the ice would start spinning when I got to the top, and I'd slide back down. Ended up having to get a tractor to come in behind me and push me out up onto the road. So it's awful. I hate it. But you have to do it at some point. I mean, if you're going to stay in the business, you can't. There's only so much freight in the south that you can haul. So every now and then you have to go up north and haul something out of the cold weather up there. So I'll get my time in. Hopefully this will be the only one. I can stay in the south. Once I pick up there, I'm going back down to Texas, down close to Houston. Sorry about the vibration. It's the table. I don't know if you can't probably tell from the video, but I'm sitting at a table, kind of like a little booth. That's why we call it the Trucker's Table, and it's the name of my YouTube channel, the Trucker's Table. And so most of my videos you'll see with me talking about what's going on. I'll be right here from this table in the back of my truck. You can see right up here is my microwave, and then underneath the table, you can't see it, is my griddle. I have I think it's about 24 inches by 12 maybe size griddle. You cook pancakes, omelets, eggs, stuff like that on it, sausage stuff on. I have a small crock pot, you know, cooking chili and stuff like that. Coffee pot, gotta have a coffee pot. So it's almost like a miniature studio apartment, to be honest with you. It's crazy. And the table we're sitting at now will actually collapse, fold down, and then you have the cushions that come over it, and then that's your bed. So the dining room will turn into the living room. The dining room will turn into the bedroom here shortly, very shortly, because I'll be going to bed. And so anyway, I just want to make a quick video, let y'all know what's going on. And I was hoping by now I'd already have launched my YouTube channel. I was going to do it. I wanted to do it up big, you know, I wanted to do something really huge. And my wife is going to kill me because I can't not use my hands. I'm always holding my hands, doing something with my hands. Sorry, honey, I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, so this is where I want to do my videos, from back here in the truck. So the truck's going to be an intricate part of my videos. You'll probably see a lot of it from the outside of the truck too. And of course I have the GoPro in the window up front, so I get some good footage. You've already seen some of my footage from when I'm driving down the road and stuff. You probably won't see me talking a whole lot on the video, just depends. But if you do, it'll be mounted in the window, and I won't be turning it on and off and stuff like that. It'll just be on, stay on, and then I'll just edit it out or stuff. When I'm driving, both hands are on the wheel, and eyes are on the road. So I've seen drivers that do the videos while they're driving, and they're actually looking and talking into the camera like I'm doing right now. And I'm like, how can you be looking and talking into the camera and driving at the same time? So I won't be doing that, but you may hear me talking in the background as we're going down the road. So, but anyway, I hope you'll go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, and maybe watch some of my videos, share some of my videos. I watch a ton of YouTube videos about the trucking, everything going on in trucking. There's so many good people on YouTube. A lot of them are Landstar drivers too. There's Jason and Heather. They do expedited. It's like a straight body truck, like a 26-foot kind of straight body truck, but with a huge sleeper on it. They have a kitchen and everything in the back of theirs. Theirs is really nice. They're called the Crafty Trucker, and they make really great videos. They have drones and all that stuff. They have drone footage. There's some of the guys I work with, or that work for the same company I do, Nathan Galloway and Luther Cochran. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that are doing the videos. But there's a lot of them. And there's one guy, he doesn't work for Landstar, but I like watching his videos. He's from Florida too. He's funny, he cracks me up the way he does his videos. And he's got this great truck. He's got this Kenworth, right? It's a classic looking kind of dark gray Kenworth. It looks really cool. And we have mirrors. You've seen mine from the videos when I'm going down the road. There's a mirror on each side of your hood so you can see traffic coming up beside you in your blind spot. Well, he only has the one on the passenger side, and he had to move the one from the driver's side over there because it's DOT regulation. You have one on that side, but he doesn't have one on the driver's side. But he has the bracket that you fasten the mirror to, and so you see this bracket sticking out there with no mirror on it, and it's the funniest thing. It cracks me up every time I see it. And another guy I just started watching today called Pale Rider. He drives for Cal Arc, and him and Anthony Blackbeard, they're both peas in a pod, I guess you would say. I was wondering where Anthony got it from, where he would go, yeah, all right. Stuff like that. It's funny. They both do it. It's crazy. But anyway, it's fun. You get to watch other truck drivers, see what they're doing, where they're going, and stuff like that. Every now and then you'll get lucky and come across them somewhere out here on the road. Because a lot of us are away from our families for, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It just depends on when you can get back by the house. So. But anyway, do I look kind of comfortable? Because this is really, it's like sitting in a booth at a restaurant. Because you got the table and the little booth, and you're just sitting here. That's why I wanted it when I first got this truck, and I was thinking about the YouTube thing. That name just popped in my mind, TheTruckersTable. And I told Teresa, I said I can do all my videos from the back of the truck sitting at the table. We call it the Trucker's Table. So I'm looking forward to it and doing some stuff like that. And I got a cousin. She's going to art, taking art major in Valdosta College up there, and so I'm gonna get her to do some try to figure out me a logo or some kind of I don't know if it'll be me or if it'll be a table or a truck and a table, or I hadn't decided yet what it's gonna be, but hopefully it'll be something pretty good, pretty funny. And because making these videos is kind of like a way for me to talk about my day, because you don't have somebody here with you in the truck to talk to. I talk to Teresa, every night before we go to bed. We video chat, and but it's nice to be able to talk about what happened during the day and stuff like that, and at the same time stay in contact with your family and friends, and they can see how you're doing. They can see you're still alive, and so, and you're doing okay and all. So I hope y'all bear with me and maybe watch my videos, and hopefully they'll be entertaining. I don't know how funny they'll be. I often think I have a great sense of humor, so I'll try to be funny, and then it's not funny. So, but anyway, it's just something I wanted to do. It gives you something to do when you're on the road. The alternative is to sit here and just watch TV or play on the computer and do nothing, At least this way you're doing something, and staying in touch with other people at the same time, because y'all can watch the video, and then at the bottom of it you can leave comments. Hey Robbie, what you up to? Liked your video, didn't like your video, do this next time, do that next time. If it's something you want me to try to talk about, or something you want to see in the truck, around the truck, or whatever, just let me know. I'll try to film it for you. And I have I was telling you I got the GoPro mounted in front, but I also got a whole bunch of accessories that go with the GoPro. Like the guy I was saying about Blackbeard, he actually wears it on his head sometimes when he's driving, so you see what he sees when he's driving. You see where he's putting his hands and where he's doing and everything. So I don't know if I'll do that. I might. I don't know. That's borderline distracting, when you have a camera on your head. I guess you just have to forget you have it up there, or maybe, I don't know. But, I also have the selfie stick thing, and other mounts where you can mount it in different places and stuff. So I think there's a chest mount where you can mount it to your chest like a cop. So I don't know. We'll figure out some things to do. And I don't know if you noticed the towel hanging behind me. The reason I got these up here is to block the reflection from the window. Teresa's going to make me some custom curtain snap things that snap into the window to keep the glare out and everything. But the towel, I don't know if you probably can read what it says. Let's see. 25th anniversary, 1988 to 2013. I got this when I was with Landstar the first time, 2013, 2014 when I was there. They gave me this towel. That's pretty cool. So it's like a beach towel. I just hang it in the window. And on the other side I have the Florida State towel, so beach towel. And I also have a huge Florida State fleece blanket that Teresa gave me to stay warm. And I also have, it's up front right now, a huge quilt, like a red, white, and blue stars and stripes kind of quilt that she bought for me too, so I'll be able to stay warm. Bunches of pillows, so it's comfortable. And the bed is like from, well, you can't see my hands right here, but anyway, it's all the way. You can't see. Anyway, if you could, there's, we'll turn it around so you can see. Okay, so the bed starts here and goes all the way to this ladder. So it's at least maybe 4 feet wide, something like that. So it's a nice wide bed. It's really comfortable. I can turn over and roll over without falling off the bed. So it's big enough for that. And so it's pretty comfortable. I have an overhead light, but I didn't want to turn it on because it makes it so bright, and I figure the one light here would be nicer and more intimate. So anyway, I just want to make a quick video, and you know, hopefully you'll watch it on YouTube and subscribe to my TheTruckersTable YouTube channel, and just hit the little bell or click subscribe, and then there'll be a little bell, and just click on the bell, and that way whenever I do post a video, you'll get a notification, either an email or there'll be a notification in your YouTube thing, just depending on how you have your settings set up, and you'll be able to see my videos as soon as I make them. And if I'm somewhere over the weekend and I'm laid over and I'm not going to be getting home for the weekend, there's a good chance I may do a live video, and I can take questions and stuff like that. And I'm actually recording this with my phone. I have a laptop. I can record it with the laptop, but I can upload it a lot faster with my phone than I can with the laptop, because my mobile hotspot doesn't work very fast. So, but what I'm gonna do is real quick, just kind of, you'll see what I've been seeing, except you'll be seeing yourself, kind of. Well, anyway, we'll see. Let's see, set this right here. Click that off, and there you go. You're seeing yourself on the flat screen. Anyway, so I just have it sitting on some cushions over on the other side, and that way you can, oh, that's crazy, look at that way. Whoa. Anyway, and then my laptop, of course. And you're like, if the TV is there, how do you put your bed down? How do you sleep? Well, at the front of the truck, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see, there we go. You see that little metal band right there? Right there, that metal band. I've showed you that before, where I hung the TV. I hang the TV up there, and then I can watch it while I'm in bed. So anyway, oh, hope I didn't make nobody dizzy. Y'all like my Trump shirt? Pissing on the NFL. But anyway, I just wanted to make that quick video and let y'all see it and tell me what you think. You know, leave a comment and subscribe and like. Oh, I'm losing you. Oh, there it is. Okay. who knows? None of this may even make it into the video if I go back and snip it out. But anyway, hope y'all have a great night. I've already talked for 25 minutes, not longer than I had planned on. But anyway, hope everybody has a good night, and keep your fingers crossed and pray I make it out of Indianapolis alive and in one piece, unscathed. All right, thanks y'all for watching. I appreciate it.